What's up, guys? I'm Vortak, back once again in Rising World, where today we're checking out the brand new, fully interactive crafting station update, where 3 new crafting stations have been added to the game. This is the tanning station, this is a spinning wheel, and this is a grinder, which grinds up stone into gravel, which I imagine is this stuff down here. So I'm going to show you guys how to use these because they're a little bit different than your normal crafting station. On the sawmill and the workbench, we can just kind of walk up to these and hit F. And there you go, there's everything you need. Well, on these, you don't have that option. You can walk up to these all day long and nothing will happen, because what you need to do is actually walk up to these with something in hand, and then you can go ahead and use it. So for the grinder here, what I'm going to do is go mine some stone, and I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to hope to find some cotton somewhere around here. I think I see some up on the hill there. And we're going to try the spinning wheel out, I imagine, to make some maybe some bandages or things like that. And then we're going to try to turn raw hide into leather. So let's get started. Now, I haven't been doing a very good job of following Rising World all too closely. I did expect them to release some kind of update when it comes to like making gravel and things of that nature, but I wasn't expecting one so soon, and I definitely wasn't expecting 3 new crafting stations as well. So I'm really quite excited to try this thing out and get started. As you can see, I'm in creative mode right now, so I can just get this gathering done really fast. So we have our stone. I already killed a couple goats earlier, so we have some goat hide. And I picked a little bit of cotton. We may need to go find some more. There's actually some more up here, so let's just grab this. This stuff is so plentiful, I didn't even spawn any in. I just figured, I'll find it. And sure enough. So first things first, let's try the tanning station, which actually, before I do, I'll show you. Well, first let me show you. We'll take this, and we will put it right here. And as you can see, I just kind of move my cursor over to it, and the hide just kind of snaps. If I right-click, it attaches, and now it's just there. So I'm going to take this hide down here, and you still can't do anything with it. If I hit F, it'll just grab the hide off of the tanning thing. What it says in the update notes is that you need a hunting knife. So we're going to go ahead and figure out how to make one of those, because I was a little bit unprepared and didn't pre-make one. So let me look in tools here. Hunting knife, there it is. Now, because I'm in creative, I can't see what the materials are for this. So let's just jump out of creative real quick. Game mode, survival. There we go. And now we know the hunting knife requires a hunting knife blade and a stick. Generally speaking, the blades and the tool attachments are made in the anvil. So I'm going to make a brash assumption and say you're going to need an anvil. Game mode creative. All right. So going back in here, we'll grab the hunting knife, and let's see what kinds of options now. Look at that floating knife. Now you'll see the knife kind of get excited. Ooh, hey, something for me to slice and dice here. So if I right-click or if I left-click, oh, it just kind of combs the fur. Look at that. That is really cool. So slowly transition that into leather. So the next crafting station is the spinning wheel. And now that I have some cotton in my hand, if I go up to this, you can see the little tiny wheel icon appear. And if I hold right-click, there it is. It just spins it into usable cloth, or thread, I should say. And this thread, I'm going to go ahead and make another bold assumption and say I'm going to need a loom for that. So we'll make one of those in a second. And finally, there is the grinder, which I think is going to be pretty self-explanatory. So if I bring some stone up to it, how does this work? After moving the grinder away from where I was working, now I have this option where the stone is just kind of floating in here. And if I right-click, I can just place the stone down as close or as far apart as I want, and this seems a little more like the way you're supposed to use it. I asked the guys in the Discord if they were having any trouble, and they're like, just use it like a furnace. Just right-click the stone into it. So I just decided, well, maybe the mine's bugged, and I moved it, and now it seems to be doing all right. So, and like I was guessing, you're supposed to push the handle with your body. So let's grab nothing here, and there it is. Now it is working as intended. And we're just going to run it over all the stone that I placed, and it should leave behind some gravel. Look at that. That is so cool. I love their interactive crafting stations. And the furnace, come to think of it, is pretty interactive in itself. You have to place all the stone in each individual slot when it comes to the furnace. So this is very similar. So if we take this, now we have gravel. And we should be able to come over here and just place that down over the grass, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just try a little bit of it. Like right here. Yeah, okay, so this just kind of places like anything, and now we have some gravel to work with. What I'm curious about is we have this lumpy gravel messing with our terrain. Can I take a rake and just kind of... it kind of wants to go to dirt, it seems, but I think for the most part it's pretty pliable. I can definitely get rid of it this way, but if you're careful, it looks like you can make that work. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about that. So some of the new items obviously include, aside from the crafting stations, leather. We have the thread that we get from the spinning wheel. And we also have water skins. I'd like to figure out how to make one of those real quick. I'm guessing leather. But let's see. I have a little bit more cotton that I can, like, spool over here. And I'll go ahead and grab this. And you can just keep doing this till you run out of cotton. Really cool. So, and it kind of, you don't really... You just know when it's done when the little hand symbol appears over it. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but I think... Yeah, see, I don't have enough cotton now, so it's like, that's it. It's like a partial spool. Really cool. Let's come into here, and sure enough, cloth, we can make it with the thread. The water skin is where you'll find a use for leather. It is 2 leather. No, it is 1 leather? No, it does take 2. Okay, just reading that wrong. So I had 2 leather, and that's what gave me a water skin, which is awesome. So now we don't have to, or we have at least one more way to collect water. And I am by a pond, so we can just come over here, and I'm guessing right-click, and you filled your bottle. Cool. So we have that now, a little more of a primitive water collection tool. I like it, I like it. And the final thing in the changelog I wanted to address is the new cylindrical building block, the log. Now, the last bit of this update is actually really cool and also really underplayed if you read the change notes. It's just kind of snuck in there, but I really recommend you try this. So you can now use wood logs to build with, and that gives you kind of a cabin-type feel. So let's kind of pick a decent shade here. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And let's just make, I don't know, just a whole freaking bunch of them. Yeah, that'll do for now. I'm not going to build a whole building or anything. And I have 18 of these now, just using lumber. So you get them pretty easily. And I haven't built with them before, but let's try it out. So they position like vertically by default. And if we hold left click, you can just kind of like drag them out and make walls like that. Or I'm imagining we can, yes, if we use our arrow keys to change the rotation, we can use them at this angle. Now, they won't go up, interestingly enough. So can we get them... What if I place one here? I can go right on top. It takes a little bit of finesse. But, yeah, you can go like that. Or you can just do it the way I guess it's meant to be done. Personally, when I look at log cabins, I see the logs laying down. But that's just me. So, yeah, that is a pretty cool little thing they added. I know a lot of people are excited about that. So, if that's something you've been looking forward to building with in Rising World, there you go. You can now build sort of, kind of log cabin-esque buildings. You guys can always check out the forums. People are always very active in the Rising World unofficial Discord and the forums, which both will be linked down below for you. And, yeah, so those are the biggest parts of the update anyway. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful to you. There are some bugs. Rising World is still in pretty much early access, so you're always going to have those things crop up. But never fear. They're pretty good about fixing those things. And, yeah, I just appreciate them releasing such a cool little update. Interactive crafting stations are not something I see in a whole lot of games, so I am really excited about this one. And I look forward to the updates in the future. I know very soon we're supposed to be getting the ability to like alter our characters' avatars and stuff, which is something we've all been waiting for a long time. That would make multiplayer a lot more fun if people could kind of put a little more customization into that. Quick shout out to Artikukitsu, who helped me out in the unofficial Discord for finding out how to work this grinder and why it wasn't working for me. Moving it seemed to help, so that was cool. I will see you guys around, though. I got new videos going up on the channel every single day. Eco is really cool, especially if you like games like Rising World, so I encourage you to check that out. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.